I'm
an
still
idiot. I forgot to
adjusting.
press start on the stream. The whole countdown. I'm just like, yeah, like nobody's joined the stream yet. Like this is weird. Like, oh, start.
That helps.
Yeah. That's where I'm trying to get back to though. Is the Northwest, man. I loved living in Washington State. Like it was awesome.
Nice. You get seasons.
Yeah, and it's never too traumatic either. It's always just like late seasons, you know? Like you get a little bit of snow. That's cool, and then it goes away.
Yeah, about one day a year.
And fall, man. Fall is awesome.
Except for that whole Seattle area. That can go bye-bye.
You gotta be just outside of the town, you know? Just outside.
Yeah, I want to live like in Port Orchard or Poulsbo or like around there would be nice.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a nice area. Or get
Those
some
are
land on
some good
Bainbridge
spots.
Island or something. Yeah.
There you go.
That's one thing I do miss about Missouri is seasons. Florida just has hot and not quite as hot.
I couldn't do that.
And not the nice water like you have down there.
I like the rain.
Yeah, I love the rain, dude. The rain's awesome.
Well, it rains here almost every day during the summer.
Yeah, it's dry from June until October here. Crazy.
I'm pissed, man. Like I lost the stylus for my Surface. I don't know where the hell it went. Like it makes no sense. I was drawing something on my Surface like weeks ago, and I don't know where the hell I put the pen. Like there's a place for it on the case, like when you connect to it, and it's gone. So I don't know. I don't know if my kid took it. I don't know. I don't know where it is, but those things are stupid expensive. Like $100 and something for a freaking stylus.
Jeez.
Just use a ballpoint. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's all
There you
right.
go.
Those are clearly the same thing.
Totally. No, it works the same, man.
I love your Star Wars font on your waiting screen there.
Ah, thank you.
That looks cool.
I do like the updated intro screen.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Oh, man.
change.
So, why is somebody in the light ship? Did you guys figure out how to get it to just stay there?
Oh yeah, it just hovers.
Sweet.
Until you talk about it, then it's gonna fall.
I know. Don't look at it too hard.
I just remember the last time I was doing this, I spent the whole time in the light ship.
No, we don't need to do that. It's fine.
I was impressed that you guys figured out how to get it to stay there.
Yeah, we didn't. It was purely accidental.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was no time spent troubleshooting that. How can we get Filbert out of the light ship? Let's brainstorm that. No, none of
Well, that's
that.
what I was thinking about.
I'd like to pretend we did, but no. If Jay shows up, then he'll be in the light ship today.
It might have been Jay that made it stay up. Who knows?
Don't give him that much credit. Speaking of Jay, I do want to look at his new ship. Maybe we could look at that first, if you guys are okay with that.
Oh, the MCRN one?
Yeah, I want to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be. Using
yeah.
that.
I'd love to check that thing out.
Do that first. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's 0. I gotta start. What's going on, guys? XCaliber here, and we are back for Project Prefab Certification Trials Stream 4. We are doing capital vessels today. We're gonna be doing vanilla capital vessels at that. We got some to look at here. I am with JTKE Gaming of and I forgot the name of the thing like off the top of my head, and now I feel stupid. I got Filbert Farmer, and I've got El Donk here as well. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey,
Anvil test drive. Damn it. I know Anvil. I'm thinking like there's 20 things that starts with Anvil.
I
Take
meant
the
what
right
you
one.
knew.
What's going on? Darkest Warrior, Boss Man, what's up? Willa Gray. And hey, thanks for that follow there, Mac Daddy. And then we got P Watson, what's up, man? So at the very top here, I think I want to take a look at the new MCRN thingy. I didn't catch the name. It's probably really hard to pronounce. What is it?
The number.
Exfiltrator something. Infector. Infil. Spectre. What's the name of his ship?
Lawn dart.
Lawn Dart. We're talking about J. Randall, of course.
MCRN 258.
There you go.
All right. You know
That's
what?
different.
Yard dart.
I have a problem
Super
with this. Damn
hard
it!
to pronounce.
Seriously? What the hell is that? He's now given up on mythological names. He's just going to numbers.
It's alright, when it spawns in, it'll be the yard dart.
Oh, come on. That's
He's
ridiculous.
ran out of mythical names, is what happened. He went through all of Greek and Roman, and it's all gone.
Did I just put it in my factory?
Nope, now you gotta go scrounge.
This is cool. He did it for my benefit? Okay. 258. Alright. Sure. Like, where's 257? Where's 256? Oh, this is cool, man. There's a lot of space in here for turrets.
So I got a weird question. Does this work doing this? At the very front of the ship, he has two places where I guess drills go, and then they're actually segregated with blast doors from the outside.
Yeah.
Do you want me to move this thing under the lights? Under the light ship? Somebody was commenting on it in the chat.
No, ignore all things light ship. Guys, we're in a survival server environment. It's gonna get light. It's gonna get dark. It's I will have my headlamp on, but we don't want Filbert to have this in the light ship for 3 hours. It's kind of messed up. So we're gonna do the best we can to kind of like use our flashlights with our 800 lumens and try to get this thing nice and shiny for y'all. But yeah, Donk, to answer your question, yeah, I think you can actually bury drills, and technically they work through regular blocks and shit. Like, yeah, as long as you don't have the, well, yeah, I mean, unless you're digging in config files and changing things, you can't set it to block right now anyway. So no, you're fine. Technically, you can bury. I just think it's cheesy personally. I would never do it, but you can. I don't mean cheesy what he did with the blast doors. I mean cheesy like.
Yeah, like
actual
burying
blocks.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think putting the blast doors in front of it just makes it look really cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this thing in actual combat, though. This is a beast.
Yeah. So he's got spacing for 8, I think, fixed weapons here on the side. So yeah, artillery or plasma, I guess, shield.
I'm both. Lots of turret spots.
Yeah, lots of turret spots. Got a lot of thrust on this too. And then he's got extra thrust capabilities up here. Hey, Matt with the 9-month tier 1 resub. There's your broadsword, sir. Well earned. I can't believe Matt's got a broadsword already. Time's flying, dude.
Been like 9 months. Who knew?
That's insane. No, I'm just saying, like, it is kind of nuts. Like, 9 months. That's quite quick.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Welcome to the MCRN 258 yard dart. He actually called
I don't know
it.
who did that.
Oh, did you do that?
I might have.
Oh.
You shouldn't have said anything. I was just like, oh, that's just too funny. He finally gets in.
One thing you're never gonna get J. Randall to do is to break the integrity of his workshop. It'll never happen. That's why he's never triggered me. Like, it's just never gonna happen. He can't. Like, his OCD cannot allow it. and this is why I win. I got a comment today on my Whetstone downvote from like 3 years ago. You remember that thing I made purely for asshats to downvote themselves?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a comment. It was a random comment about like, oh, this is great. Every streamer should use this so they can rate people's builds and like, I don't know if this guy's trolling me or if he just doesn't understand that that's expressly why I made it, was for them not to do that. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, Royska popping off some gift subs. Thank you, sir.
Welcome to XBC.
I am Little Groot with the 5-month resub. That's got to be a name change.
Welcome
Who's
to
that? Who is I am Little
XBC.
Groot? Welcome to the
Welcome to XBC.
this ship, after being upgraded, can do a number of different roles depending on its loadout. Be one word. The first thing you would want to do is name your ship. To do this, place the oh my god. What? To do this, place letter decals along a smooth strip that runs below the hangar doors on the exterior. The name can be up to 8 characters long. Reforged Eden players are required to add 1 advanced CPU core. So he's he said, screw the name. You guys figure out your own damn name and put it on the side of the ship. That's basically what he
Already
said.
done.
Holy wall of text.
Where'd you do it? Where'd you do it?
It's over on this left side back.
Right side? Oh yeah. The yard dart. Nice. Nice!
It's official.
It's official. It is known as the yard dart. I will be using that name in season 3 expressively. Expressly. So
Great LCDs in here.
yeah. So he couldn't let go of the hanger. He's like, I will have hanger. What do
Some
we got?
awesome LCD work in here.
Yeah. We've got 3. Yeah, we've got 3 cargo bays. And then we've got 1 320 ammo bay. That's good. Plenty capabilities here. We got more constructors, deconstructors. I'm interested to see what the front looks like. Oh.
Took me a minute to find the combat bridge. It spawns with a blast door covering up the access.
This is vanilla, yeah. So, I don't understand the front of this. I'm thinking like decoy capability, extra armor capability. Maybe this is where you could put Xeno, or I don't know. I'd have to talk to him about it. But that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming this is where you could put decoys if you wanted to. But yeah, basically 2 blocks of armor in the front. That's cool. I mean, I like that he segregated a spot for that. Yeah. No, nah, I'm not. I'm just gonna appreciate. I would have said, well, no, I'm not gonna appreciate. I would appreciate. I would have cut this hanger in half. I think the whole front could have been armored, but that's fine. Cause I'm like, honestly, all this space right here, you're fitting a lot of ships in this middle area, and in the back. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It is beautiful for sure. But yeah, I would have wanted a little bit more armor, I think. It's a room for secret texturing.
Yeah, on his LCD it says fill lower and main front bulkheads with additional armor blocks. Xeno would be the best choice.
Okay. I mean,
So-
we'll test it. I could be wrong. This might do swimmingly in battle and stuff. We'll see. I don't know.
So I think he did it to kind of save weight in CPU because there's also a couple of XL thrusters gone from the back and things like that.
Yeah. No, and see, that's the thing. He's building this to work in vanilla, and I'm assuming Reforged. So yeah, that's a feat. It's not an easy thing to do.
It's kind of neat to see how his builds have changed since he started playing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Part of what makes this work in both is the size. It's not all that big,
Yeah.
and so for the thrust to weight ratio, it still would work in Reforged.
I like the picture he has on the workshop with it right next to the Tachi. I think it looks really cool. So this is the salvage bi-directional cockpit here. You can actually put drills on this thing and it'll be a drill ship. So I think basically Jay's gonna spawn this in and we'll just never see him. He's just gonna go out and like, I'm gonna go mine and kill things and do whatever I want. I'll be back.
Oh, it's even got tactical garden spots.
Yeah, no, this is the I know what he's doing here. He's seceding from us, man.
I can't.
Ah, Clash Shower Gang. Tactical cockpit.
29, I think, turret points. Might have missed one or two. But yeah, a lot of turrets. The other cool thing about this is you get the Tachi look, but it actually doesn't need the fancy landing platform. It actually can land on a planet by itself.
Yeah.
It is also airtight throughout.
Great improvement.
This is
Yeah.
great, dude. I love it.
Tiered turret placements and everything. Lots of clear fields of fire. I mean, it's a great little combat ship.
I guess it's been renamed now to the Yard Dart Butter Knife.
Hey, how'd you fit that? Blown away.
I'm really good at texturing.
Butter knife. This is no, this okay, so when you have a mortal and pestle, which one's the mortar, which one's the pestle? We should name this thing whatever the part you actually grind with.
I think
That would
that's
be
the pestle.
Yeah, I think it's a pestle.
Yes, this is the pestle.
Why? Because it's going to take forever to grind for all of this?
That too. Yeah, it's a double. But no, look at it. Like you grip the front of it with your hand, and the back of it just looks like a just something that you just kind of bluntly beat the shit out of some garlic cloves with.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Or Xerox.
See, I hate this. Like I'm giving all these jabs and Jay's not even here. It's cool though, man. I'm digging this. I like the size of it. What size class is this? Five. Yeah, no, this is cool, man. And then the we're in vanilla, so the cost is kind of doesn't mean anything to me. But yeah. Specs. Yeah, I give you specs. Specs. Unlock level. Well, it's vanilla again. I mean, I'll give you the vanilla specs. It's unlock level 20. Comes with 2 generators, which is not going to be enough in Reforge, but he's got spacing for more generators. Surprised he didn't put solar on this. Ventilator. Maybe he does have. Is there solar anywhere? Like spacing for it?
I didn't see any.
Yeah, I didn't see any, although you just have to stick the capacitors on it, I guess. And then take the panels on and off as you need them. And he's even got it so you can access the drill spots from inside.
Yeah, he did a good job with this, man. You remember when we had that conversation on stream and he's like, and he like built this after? He messaged me, he's like, yeah, so after that long conversation where I was all down on myself, yeah, I went and built this thing. There you go. Well, there you go, Jay, you're welcome. No, this is cool. I'm almost seeing, like, I'm wondering if we're actually going to have a Helios in Season 3.
I'm glad he went back to the MCRN stuff because those are some of my favorites.
Oh yeah, no, very, very, very sci-fi, very space-like. You know, it feels, and you know, I'm digging like the thing I'm making too, the bayonet. It kind of resembles that kind of more astronaut feel, less
Sci-fi
fantasy.
feel.
Yeah, less fantasy-ish looking. You know what I mean? Like I'm digging kind of the yeah, it's good stuff. Right on, right on. You guys check that out. That is on the workshop right now. This is a shameless J Randall plug. This is the no name 258 ship. You make your own name. If you, for all those that in the comments of J Randall's, oh, you should name it this, and you should have named it that, and I named it this. Well, there you go. You just take the ship. I mean, you could literally do that with any ship anytime, but he's expressly giving you directions and instructions on how to do it. 8 letters or less. There you go. Big eye. He's building a new Percy's? What? Am I not up on J Randall right now? Like, what's he doing? He's
Wait,
building
seriously?
another Percy's?
Ooh, that'll be good.
What? Okay, if he builds a Percy's, it better have module slots. Better have like 2 module slots. Is the Percy's big enough to have module slots? Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would have to be like a super Percy's. Somebody go wake up J Randall. I have questions. I don't have the actual Percy's. I don't have it on me. Modules are overrated. They're okay. They're overrated in single player. I would agree with that. In multiplayer, I think they're pretty damn useful. But yeah, I think they're useful when you're in a large group and you need more than what CPU is willing to give you. Like, it's nice to shave a lot of that CPU off and have like separate ships. That's to me, that's where the real benefit is. Dear J Randall, we have questions in the stream. Oh, it looks smaller. Oh, wow. Okay. I gotta catch up on my J Randall YouTube. I've been too busy watching Rust YouTube stuff. Alright guys, let's get started here with our first build. We are going to be looking at, as I said, vanilla today. So far for vanilla, we've done the Fungus's Meridian prefab, and we've done Bullet Magnet's Palermo CV. Both of those were certified. Good to go over here, so those are both in the catalog. I should never eat right before I stream, like... Our next build is by Point and Shoot. This is the Frontier Charger. Alright, so let me look at the stats right away, because I'm seeing that we're over on CPU right off the bat. We're down to 86% efficiency level. That's kind of an immediate issue for me. I don't know. What's your guys' philosophy on CPU? Like, so let's say that you got this thing overpowered to where it's using too much CPU, but the performance is still completely acceptable, even though it's dumbed down because of efficiency percentage.
Is the performance going to be completely acceptable at 87%?
Oh, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, so like, let's say I make a, I don't know, a small fighter that has a lot more thrust than it should normally have. And because of that, it's over CPU, but because it has so much thrust, even at 86% of it, it's still awesome. are we okay with that? Because I mean, what do we? I think the only reason that I'm not certifying some of these is because when I get in the ship as a new player and it doesn't perform, that's where I get buyer's remorse, right? For the vessel. So if it does perform, and once I get that extra CPU block in there, it really performs, then I don't know, am I okay with that? So I guess we gotta look more. We gotta see if they're spacing for more CPU blocks, or if it was just kind of overlooked, or, you know, so.
No, there's spacing in here. I kind of think, though, you know, the prefabs that are already in the game, all of them are, at least were, CPU compliant. And I think that is kind of an important deal because some may perform, some may not.
Right, but I mean, so, you know, all that's fine, the regular prefab. But what I'm saying is, what are we more trying to push? Are we more trying to push you need to be within CPU, or are we pushing this vessel has to at least perform well as out the gate? Because I think it can deviate. I think, you know, he might have too many constructors in here, and because of that, he's over CPU.
Yeah, I think Lycan's got a good point. I think you kind of need to establish a threshold that you're allowed to, whether it's 10 or 5% or whatever over.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I would say 100% should be the threshold, but that's just me.
I don't think it's hard. I don't think it's hard to get CPU compliant, especially in vanilla. You know what I mean?
Right. That's where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, so you don't want the big problem of going, oh, this is a regular constructor. Let me do it to an advanced and then go fly and then blow up your ship.
Exactly right.
That's the
Because
big
if they're
thing
new,
that players
that-
are going to do.
Yeah, they're going to slap something else on there not knowing, or they're going to upgrade something without realizing it, and then your gens are going to blow.
Yeah, copy. Okay.
Because, yeah, you definitely want that little bit of forgiveness. So whenever I do upgrade this to an advanced constructor and then I get into it and it doesn't fly as well, I can look into it and at least do some research on why it's not flying so well. At least it didn't blow up.
And it looks like most of the reason it's over is thrusters.
Are you sure that this is a vanilla?
Wait,
Because this is unlock level 20, because he's got the ore and wood controller, which would be fine in Reforged because it's level 12, but it's level 20 in vanilla.
I am actually confused here. Yeah, I am. Is okay, Donk? You're looking at the spreadsheet, right?
This looks to me like it would work in
Because
Reforged.
it says prefab July August challenge vanilla, but then why does it say reforged in the first slot?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, so I know Bullet doesn't build in reforged, so I'm assuming this is vanilla and that's a typo.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm looking back through the
Ainu
submission.
does vanilla. Dragon does vanilla. Yeah, this is vanilla. This isn't Heckin does vanilla. Yeah.
Okay,
this is
so
vanilla.
then that's an issue then, because it's level 20 unlock as well.
He said it works in both. Okay.
That's something to consider.
Yeah. No, you're right. CPU blocks here. Warp drive here. Shower here. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Is it just thrust? I mean, let me look at the P menu here. Somebody. Okay, cool. So it's just a lot of thrusters. I feel like it's an insane amount of thrusters for.
Okay, looking at my own build, one way to get around this, which you're probably going to have to do anyway because of the thrust to the weight, assuming that we're under the same criteria we were for SVs, where we have to fill this thing up with stuff and it has to still move. He may want to just reduce, or this person may want to just reduce the volume of their overall cargo volume, and that'll get them back within CPU, because the extenders actually eat up a lot of CPU in vanilla.
Right.
For containers.
No, you're right. I almost wonder if this is just way too much thrust, though. I guess we'll see. Can somebody put elevator blocks in the 3 things? I just, yeah, it's a lot of thrust. I mean, we're looking at 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess it's not 6. 6 lift. I guess that's not that. 1, 2, 3, 4 forward. He's got a lot of downward thrust. Probably don't need that much downward thrust.
Alright, I got the ammo and then the other one. Ore and wood. I don't know who's doing the other one.
Oh, is it? Okay. Sorry, I just moved it. I thought. Are you still doing the other one? Sorry.
Hold on. It just moved away. Alright, I think that's good. I didn't put anything in the fridges, but I don't think that's really gonna matter.
Just the main cargo.
I'm the only jerk that does the fridges.
So I mean, it definitely performs.
XBC.
Definitely performs. Hey, Willa Gray giving a tier 1 gift sub to Pandetta, and then I'm shocked my daughter's watching. Hi. What? Aren't you at work? What's going on here?
That is work these days.
Big shout out to Willa Gray. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, you know what? I think if you took off 2 of the downward thrust and 2 of the reverse thrust, I think it would still do just fine. Even 1 of the side thrust, on each side, I think you'd be fine. And then just leave that spacing for upgrades. What do you guys think? Because I mean, honestly, I think the upward thrust and the forward thrust, it's doing a good job of moving the weight that it needs to move.
Also, the generators never got above 6%, so I don't know if that's a game glitch or what, but I didn't see him move.
Well, again, I think he didn't it say somewhere that it was for both Reforged and Vanilla? So it probably has the extra thrust and the extra gens and everything, so that it works in Reforged. That would be my guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean...
But if it's going to be Vanilla, they need to at least get rid of the ore and wood thing, so it's level 12 or level 10, rather. Right. Instead of level 20.
I don't know how I feel about a build being submitted for both.
Right.
Yeah, I think I want to be a little more specific with designs for both the mod. Now, I know that like real starter HVs and stuff, and then like starter CVs, there's a lot of leeway when it comes to Reforged versus Vanilla. Like, you can get away with building something for both. But I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I just feel like just because it will barely work for Reforged doesn't mean I want to add it to the catalog as a good idea for Reforged. I'm not saying this specifically, I just mean in general. I would prefer if people design specifically.
Taking off 2 of the lift and 2 of the side thrusters brings it below CPU and it still lifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think normally it's you build something for Vanilla and it won't work in Reforged. I think this is one of the rare situations where it works probably in Reforged, but it's over CPU in Vanilla because of the way the cargo extensions are and blocks work.
Yeah. Because, you know, there's so much that plays into that, and a lot of it is future upgrading, like you were saying earlier. It's like, you know, if it has a large constructor and you convert it to an advanced constructor, maybe that still plays okay in Vanilla, but then in Reforged, now all of a sudden it doesn't play well. So when you're building these, you got to look at the future upgrades and how much space you've given for future CPU blocks versus how many upgrades are possible for the ship itself. You know, because some ships aren't designed to hold large thrusters. Some are designed to hold large thrusters in the future. Some, you know what I mean? So, I mean, some people like to design their upgrades all the way to end game. Some just say, you know what, this is good for level 15. Once you get to level 15, that's kind of the maximum life of this thing, and you're gonna have to get into something bigger if you want something more. And both of those are okay. I think both of those are fine, but I want to make sure that if you're building something that has upgrade capabilities, there's different things. There's a tier 0 shield in Reforged that's not in vanilla. There's different weapon levels. There's different, there's lots of different things. If you're gonna build like a small combat CV, those turrets can get up to tier 2. But do you have the CPU in play to do that, or future CPU in play to do that? All these things you got to think about when you're building for Reforged. Like, there's a lot of upgrades that you can do to your vessels. There's a lot of weapon limits that aren't there that are in vanilla. So to me it's a slippery slope, and it's a lot for us to sit here and say, yeah, it'll work for both. Just, I don't know. We have to really look at that. And these are starters, so they're easier. But as we get more into this prefab thing, and we're doing like combat CVs and stuff, we're really going to have to sit here and lab coat this shit and say, yes, this thing can upgrade turrets. This thing can, the power that it can generate is enough to do all this while bringing shields back up, while getting shot at, while doing 3 different maneuvers. All that's got to come into play when we're testing these and saying that, yes, you can go fight interstellar interfectors with this. You know what I mean? So, it's important that we do this testing, because it's the integrity of the catalog as a whole and the community, because people outside of this community and potentially Elion are going to be looking at these as good to go. So I think that mindset starting now with these easier builds is where we want to have our heads at, and we want to really focus on designing these things to handle a lot of the fluctuations, so that we're not having to do constant upgrading of these things in the catalog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it might be good to post on there something like, specify one, not both, or you know what I mean? Like, you pick one, Reforged or vanilla.
Does that make sense? Is it just me? What do you guys think? JT, what do you think?
No, I agree. I think, if we're trying to do for beginners, I think one or the other is plenty enough. And if it just happens to work in Reforged and vanilla, great. But yeah, I think one or the other needs to be picked.
And see, that's the beauty of it. Us saying that it's certified to work in Reforged is not the same as you taking something and, using it in Reforged, or taking something and updating it so it does work in Reforged. I put out the Augur S for vanilla. People like Stan, they took it and they made it Reforged, and it works great in Reforged. That's the whole purpose of all of this, is to inspire you to refit things and rework things. That's the beauty of the game. So all I'm saying is that I don't want to certify things of saying that they work for this if they're not going to perform the way that we want, minimum standard. That's all. People can take them and do whatever the hell they want with them. That's up to them. That's their game. So notes for Donk, I would just say the thrust, what was it, 2 reverse, 2 downward?
2 lift and 2 side to side.
2 lifts?
So 1 lift on each side, and then 1 left and right on each side, and it still lifts just fine.
And then swap the ore and wood container for just a regular cargo container.
I would I would actually leave the lift. And the only reason I'm saying that is you don't know what people are going to put in their boxes. We're just putting kind of the balanced standard. I would more get rid of the downward and the forward or the reverse more than anything.
Overall, if you removed 4 of the mediums, it's under CPU.
4 mediums under CPU. Okay, cool. So I guess just leave it at that, and then just say, it needs to be within CPU to be certified. Otherwise than that, it seemed to have everything. The shower was far enough away from the warp drive where you weren't getting rad, so I was okay with that. Did anybody check the airtight?
Yeah, it was good.
Good? Okay, cool. Good, cool stuff. And I've never heard of I've never heard of point and shoot. That's a different name. Welcome if not. Thank you for your entry. That is the Frontier Charger. All right, so our next build is gonna be by Ninu. But what did Harkins say? He said 9090. He said something that's funny.
9090.
Said 90, right? I had to. Well, I didn't explain it. I need to remind me to explain working me to him sometime. No, you know what? I'll have him look on YouTube, and then he'll be like, "Oh my God, is this from like 100 years ago? What is this? What the hell is going on? And what are these suspenders about? Explain this to me."
I didn't know you guys had, I thought it was all black and white back then.
Wow. Alright, yeah, so this is the CV. Oh god. It's the Chaperone. I'm not going to get into all his nomenclature here. So some of these, we've seen them already in designers challenges as well, guys. So, and remember, we're not necessarily here for the looks. Appreciate the looks, definitely, but we're more here for the function. Looks are subjective, but yeah, we're more going to be focusing on the performance and stuff like that when it comes to these prefabs. But yeah, I do believe we saw this in the recent Designers Challenge. Spotlight. So this is actually part of a module system, right?
It looks like it. It's got a docking thing up front.
If I recall, really is a good looking ship. I said all that to still comment on the looks. It is good. It's cool. But yeah, I think it is over a CPU too, isn't it? Now I'm looking at it here. But it's right there. I don't know. We can forgive that, right? It's 1,000 over, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, 99's. I think anything above 95 is fine because if you upgrade a couple things, you're not going to blow up your ship.
Yeah, but we gotta be clear. We gotta be.
I mean, I'm a purist. I would say if it's 100, it's got to be 100.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Cool. Internal setup here.
I mean, honestly, if you got rid of, there's 26 to 6 tactile turrets. Dig in the hangar. Cargo extension spacing here. Oh, okay, so it doesn't come stock with the warp drive. That's something to note.
It's core 1, so you could have a warp drive just by adding a basic CPU extender. Make this tier 2.
Indeed. And look at the cost. I mean, the cost is super low, man. I mean, we're looking at less than 4,000 iron, 1,300 carbon, very minimal copper, silicon, titanium. The Neo's $595. Like, we're talking like really inexpensive, man. For me, a lot of shit. I mean, this is 3 times bigger than the hatchback I built recently, and it's like you're getting a lot of real estate here for pretty cheap. Concise directions here on what to do. Upgrade roadmap. Anytime somebody calls it a roadmap, like you just know that they've done a lot of work, and you can kind of tune out and just do what it says. I don't know. I just trust things when they say things like roadmap and stuff. It's probably bad, like especially in the gaming industry, but you know, when certain games don't have a roadmap, then you're like, I don't know if I can take you seriously. Like, I don't know any games that don't have a roadmap, but oh wait, no, there is one.
Yeah, don't think too hard into that one.
Never mind. All right, we shut up. Is that a raptor? Just pay attention to the raptors.
I brought you some friends.
There's raptors. Just focus on the raptors, guys.
Got lots of upgrades.
Oh, they're fighting each other. Wait, are the raptors fighting? No, don't shoot. Don't interrupt them. Raptor fight.
I think they're trying to get me.
Dude, they're mating. Look at them. They're like fighting each other. Wait. Oh, see, he's submitting. Oh, now they're attacking you. That raptor cave. All right. Anyway, back to the shit.
Moving on.
Yes. You're almost as good as Jay at distracting. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of room in here. There's a lot of nice room segregation. We got a little gardening area here.
Separate HV and SV docking areas, which is always nice.
Tactical bridge. Somebody loaded things up, or?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it's all loaded.
We do have turret on the bottom, stock. We got turret on the top, stock. Yeah, this is good.
Did someone check O2?
No, not yet.
You know, reverse thrust is very important, by the way. I don't want to say, like, you know, with the earlier one, like, you do want reverse thrust, because there's nothing worse than, you know, let's say you're at, like, a, higher-end planet, and there's, like, a Rados base, or some, you know, major, like, rocket base, or whatever, and you're getting really close, and you want to stop. It really sucks when you don't have enough reverse thrust to stop, and then you get blown to shit, because you're within radius. So, reverse thrust is extremely important, especially in starter vehicles where you can't defend yourself if you do get into range. Definitely stops at full cargo.
The only place it's not airtight is in the hangar.
Which is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
There's plenty of room for turret upgrades. There was plenty, yeah, there were CPU upgrade slots, in carbon. Yeah, Presidente, yeah. No, it's cool, man. There's a lot of upgradability, definitely. So this is one of them that can take advanced thrusters. Alright, what do they call it in vanilla? Large thrusters? Large thrusters. Very nice, very nice. I'm good to go with this, but I think on paper we should just ask them to take 1,000 off somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's keep it.
Or add this tier 2 extender from the start.
Yeah, I love how inexpensive it is. So I wouldn't want to do that to him. I love how inexpensive this thing is. What's the unlock level on this thing? It's 10, or is it? Yeah, 10. But it's just super, super cheap. Like, I'm digging it. So once you put that tier 2, I think you start getting, like, you get, like, safety on. So that is right on the cusp of certification.
So
Honestly, I think if you took off one container, you'd probably be in CPU.
okay, so one thing, and this isn't like a deal breaker or anything, but just something to think about for people listening, potentially building their stuff. In its current state, it has a small constructor, right?
Mhm.
But no large constructor. You can't actually make a tier 2 CPU CV extender with a small constructor, and you don't have the CPU to build a large constructor to then upgrade your ship. So you would need a base or something else in order to upgrade it from its current state. So if you included the tier 2 in it and nothing else, you just added that, you'd be good to go and then make whatever other upgrades you wanted from there.
Interesting. That's a really good point.
That was the only thing I was getting at with the.
No, that's great. No,
tier
I
2.
think that's a good thing. I didn't even think of that. Where is that? Where are the small constructors?
So it's opposite of the kitchen. It's on the right-hand side of the ship, the starboard side of the ship, near the front. There's room, it looks like, for a repair console, a repair station, and then a 4x4 constructor. But it comes with a small constructor and a armor locker, just past the med bay.
We'll find it, guys. Don't worry.
So
We'll get there. Okay,
getting
here we go.
rid
Here we
of
go.
There you go.
getting rid of 3 of the cargo pallets brings it under CPU.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's your small constructor. Here's your spot to add a bigger one, and then you've got a 2-block tall spot for like a repair station or something right there in the corner.
So what's the difference in CPU between a small and large constructor?
Small constructor is a 10,000, large is 20,000, and an advanced is 40,000. But you'd get an extra. Well, it'd take you to level 2, which is. Oh gosh. 500,000. So you get another 300,000 CPU to play with if you just added the basic extender. Which would allow the player to build the warp drive right off the bat, build the large constructor, go through all the upgrade process without having to have a base to build the first extender.
Well, so I'm looking in the small constructor. I do see the ability to make a large constructor.
Right, but you don't have the CPU available to put one on your ship.
Okay.
So you'd overload.
Oh, we're talking about the tier 2 block. You're saying you can't make a tier 2 block in a small one. Yeah.
Right. So to get there, you'd have to go over your CPU and risk damaging something, or come up with some other trick to get around that.
Right.
To upgrade the CPU.
Right.
And the CPU, the tier 2 block is not all that expensive. It's just going to add a little bit of Neo and Cobalt to your build, which the thing already has because it's required for thrusters.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a really solid point. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. I wouldn't
say it's a requirement or anything, but it's just something to think about for people building these things.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that seems pretty breaking, right? Because like you said, like, so let's say, like JT just did, he puts in this constructor, he gets rid of the other one. It could potentially blow up the generators to where, you know, you're in a bad situation gameplay wise, and it's like, well, damn, like, how do I upgrade the CPU on this thing if I can't craft the CPU block because I don't have the constructor to do that? Now, he did provide spacing, which I think's great. He provided, you know, so I mean, it's there, the thought's there for the upgrade, but the actual path is a little murky, right? In that you would need a base, you would need some other way to get this block built.
Yeah, with adding that, it took it down to 92%.
And that's after you remove the pallets and stuff too.
Yeah, when it was under CPU before.
A large would let you make CPU upgrade. Can you replace this one?
Right. Yeah, Garriman, exactly. That was kind of my point, is that the T2 block itself really isn't that expensive, and you already got thrusters on that use the same materials, so you're not adding any other exotic materials. It's just a fractional cost that gets you out of that pickle.
Right. So I mean, is this a specific problem with this ship, or is this kind of an across-the-board kind of situation?
It's a potential problem with any tier 1 ship.
Because I just feel like, well, I gotta think about like tier 1 ships though. Like, yeah, I guess a lot of tier 1 ships don't have large constructors.
So adding the tier 2 block gives you 500,000 CPU.
Right. So then they could just go ahead and build the warp drive and add thrusters and turrets and stuff as they wanted, as they had the materials and as they found the stuff planned through without having to worry about CPU for a while. If they just had that one little block that's not really adding much to the cost of the ship. And you wouldn't even have to include the large constructor then at the beginning. You could keep it with the small constructor and just have the spot so that you don't have the extra cost of having a large constructor.
Yeah, the most expensive part of the T2 block is flux coils, so...
Yeah, so your kiln's got a large constructor.
But it's got a CPU extender. It's still over CPU though. It's built for Reforged, so it's not built for vanilla. But definitely over because of all those container extensions.
Yeah, I was gonna say how much cargo you got on it. That's what
Like
gets
4
you.
cargo systems there.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Huh. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a thing. I mean, so this is kind of the thing we're always going to run into, and that's why I'm glad we have more than just me doing this, because I would have never caught that. But it's very important because, you know, changes in things like this will result in a lot of these weird little circumstances with these builds, and it's like we want to give them the most the easiest progression forward in their gameplay. I don't know. I mean, is it at what point of CPU inefficiency do things start going bad with the ship?
Someone earlier said 75%. I think that's way too low.
I'm not sure on vanilla.
It depends on when your
not sure
generators peak. It depends on how much extra power you have from your generators. So if your generators are, say, 4 times better than what they need to be, you could probably get it down to 75, maybe even 50%. Even though it won't work as well, you still have enough generators. But if your generators are, like, say, flatlining at 100%, and then all of a sudden you go over CPU, they're going to blow almost immediately. So it just depends on how much your generators are pushing.
And this thing's got 2 smalls is all.
It's got
It's got space.
4 smalls.
Oh, it does have 4. Where's the other 2? Oh, I see. It's got... Okay. So yeah, you know, it might work. It might be okay to, you know, for a person to bump it up. If you remove the small constructor, maybe, after you built the large, before you use them.
Well, we can try it.
But to me, the whole point is that a tier 2 block is, like, insignificant in cost compared to the thrusters you already have, so why not just throw it in there and not worry about it?
I mean, I know, and I think it's a point of pride to build something tier 1. I think that's what a lot of it is. I get it, because I mean, me being minimalist builder, like, I love that, right? Ooh, I made something really super micro small, and I didn't have to put the tier 2 in it, but this is a big build for a tier 1. Like, this is really cool. This is a solid build for sure. But yeah, I agree. So I think maybe in the notes put either add tier 2, you know, for you know, the progression. It's a lot to type in that thing. I don't know if I don't think Ninu's here because I'm not seeing him comment, but I guess he'll watch back, right? So yeah, I mean, I guess he heard the whole conversation. So it's up to you. Like, if you want to add the tier 2 block, or if you want to maybe give really concise instructions on how to upgrade the larger constructor.
Yeah.
But honestly, the tier 2 thing is just a no-brainer. But if you really want to keep the integrity of a tier 1 build, just give them a really good outline of, like, turn thrusters off, you know, whatever it would take to not mess up the ship, right? When you're doing that upgrade.
Which, and again, you can't understate that or overstate that. I mean, this is a tier 1 ship. It's massive. Yeah. We loaded it up, and it functions even under weight. So
yeah,
I mean, that's quite the accomplishment,
dude. This is, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of build. Like, a whole group could use this thing. I mean, it's a really cool ship for such a low tier ship. So
yeah, this is a great one.
Good stuff.
Well thought out too with the upgrades.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, tons of upgrades. I mean, oh my god, like thrust, turrets, like this can be a full-on, you know, exploration ship or light fighter ship or something. So yeah, I guess just put that, and then now how do we feel about? Well, I guess it's the CPU regardless, right?
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
1,000 over, I think. This person.
It was
is.
like 1,100, but if you took out 3 of the little cargo containers, the little cheap ones, it brought it down under CPU for tier 1.
Sweet. All right, so yeah, put that, and then we'll be good with that for sure. Great ship, man. That's by 999, and that is the Chaperone.
The kiln brings back painful memories from season 1.
What
I don't know. I
happened?
thought they were
For
fun.
you or for me?
For
They were
me,
popular, man.
Oh.
I was parked out in the middle of nowhere and messing with my constructor, and out of nowhere, here came the Xerax and just blew me out of the sky.
Yeah, well, I mean, us too, right? We had all 4 of us in here, didn't we? It was me, Donk, Jay, and Obsidian all in this thing.
Yeah.
But I
We had
learned a
good
lot,
seats.
and I updated it a lot from that, because we had the old one. So the new one has a shield, spacing, it has deconstructor, it has all kinds of weird stuff now. The generators are different, like...
I actually think that's what I was building, was a shield, and it didn't come to fruition.
One heck of a popular build. It's a
Oh,
great
I loved it. It was a great little ship.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you put more seats in there? I remember that being an issue.
one.
Oh yeah, just put them wherever you want. Alright, our next build is by the Script HD, and this is the Asagiri. Asagiri? Asagiri. I don't know.
Grip chip.
Oh, it looks so cool that I used it as the splash screen for the set.
Wastelanders.
Yeah, shout out to Script, dude. Script's getting really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
You never know. This might end up being one of those Wastelander OPVs.
Well, I saw they added that as a faction in game.
Mm-hmm.
We got 4 turrets. We
Shields.
got 2 on the sides.
Shield spacing.
Sentries on the
good.
bottom. Anytime I see sentry turrets on the bottom of a ship, I just think of the Millennium Falcon. Remember when they were in the worm and
Yeah.
like they were like, I don't know. I just, for some reason, I just get that vibe. Like,
Can you faction it?
no, this is mine.
Please.
You guys
Please.
can't have it.
It might be from playing Reforged, because I've noticed on some of my starter builds I've started doing that, putting the sentries down to clear the landing area when you land, because everything tries so hard to kill you.
Yeah. So feature spacing for fixed weapons up here, you think? Probably not, right? Looks, I think.
There's an
Probably
information
left-hand,
LCD in the hangar. It's brief.
Warp drive, polarized, full shield.
Oh man.
Warp drive or shield can be added without upgrading the CPU. Nice. Check the P menu for extra functions. Cockpit above.
Did you see the shower?
Hold on. Oh, I know it's coming. Don't worry.
One
I
thing
don't
at a
know.
time.
I haven't looked at the ship, but I could only assume there's some weird Moist thing. Yeah, here we go. Disgusting, mildewy, moist shower. Yeah, I don't want to be near it. That's disgusting, dude. And then the fact that there's not even like a door to block the
Oh
disgustingness.
gosh. Come up here, man.
Like
If you want to get
like the
rest of the
algae
tour.
is just. And where's the door for the toilet? Really? You just.
They're wastelanders. They don't have inhibitions.
Oh yeah, you know, is this on the actual copy? Like on the Script doesn't give a shit. You know what I was saying about Jay Randall? Like he would never. Script doesn't care.
Well, you should probably check out the warp drive then. I mean, just to make sure that we can fit one in there.
You know, years from now when I'm gone and forgotten and everything, and like people are gonna take this build and they're gonna find this pink room with like a clone chamber and the word moist, and they're not gonna have any idea what that means. They're gonna be so troubled and confused by it. Like, what does this even mean? Like, we don't know, but it's an awesome ship, right? Yeah, it's great. Oh god, yeah. Oh, it's yeah. Oh, yeah.
God bless you, Script.
Crazy. It's crazy. It really is. And the period. It's the period for me at the end. That's the most triggering part of this. Because you read so much into those. Like, have you ever texted with your wife and then she'll leave you like a one-word answer with a period?
And you know you're in trouble.
I don't know if you guys know that, but that means a lot. That little punctuation, it's not, you know, there's a lot behind that. Like, it's like, you know? Detonations happening. Yeah, it triggered me.
Do ladders trigger you? He's got a lot of ladders in here.
I'm good with ladders.
I know other people get triggered by ladders. I think it's
Oh
funny.
no! You know what? Hold on. Let me say something so I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as everybody knows, because I talk about it all the time, right? They were on the Zephyr, right? And this one chick is on the Zephyr, and like they're moving fast. I don't remember what was happening. Doesn't matter. She's racing to get down to the hangar. This chick turns around and walks down this 45-degree ladder well, like backwards, like she's on a ladder. And I'm like, what are you doing? Me and my wife looked at each other and just started cracking up. Because we were both Navy, right? When you go down a ladder well, you're sliding down most of the time. But even if not, you're going down forward. You're not turning around and going backwards. So when like new people would come on the ship for the first time, like right out of boot camp, they would do that and people would just laugh at them and make fun of them, and they just know that they were straight out of boot, right? Just seeing this person that was supposed to be on the spaceship for like 2 years or something going down backwards really fast. I was like, what is she doing? It was ridiculous. It was funny. But anyway, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Where's the cockpit though? Oh, up here. Oh, okay.
Up the ladders.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's all loaded up, looks like.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess no, that's cool though. It's because like to me, like elevators are tricky, right? Like you got to either hide them or they're just exposed and they look weird. I think that's a cool way, especially in a smaller vessel, to give a path without having to like fully encase it and all that stuff. That's cool. So we have tier 3 option here. That's an advanced constructor, right? We have advanced constructor. We have upside down scrambled eggs time over there. Shield, large shield, small shield, whatever shield. Digging it, man. What's the cargo?
It's an odd number.
Yeah, it's all odd.
Oh, come on. Script doesn't give a shit, bro.
No.
I don't understand. Like there's no OCD in him at all. That's amazing, dude. I wish, man. Neuro cusses me out every night about it. It's like, oh, you don't want the box here, do you? Like, no, it's wrong.
4 cannon turrets, 2 gats. That's pretty good setup for a starter.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like early game, like I mean, yeah, you're gonna fill your input, but this is fine. This is definitely a sufficient amount. Now, is there any upgrading for cargo, or is that it?
I didn't see anything. The only upgrades I saw in the walls and stuff were for you got the CPU spots, and then the small thrusters. There's all space behind each of them, so you can put a medium in, and then shield and warp, obviously.
I think most of the wall and hangars are already cargo extensions.
Wait, what, Garmin? Garmin's distracting me. Oh, it is. What the freaking hell? Like, who did that? Oh, who did? That's horrible. I'm taking it off the workshop. Is there any kind of Majora?
Not certified.
Right?
It's not that I can see. It doesn't appear to be the right dimension. I don't see docking for it anywhere.
Beautiful, man. It really is cool.
It's a cool one.
Yeah. When do you guys want to take it up? $15.75, yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Thrust for days.
Yep.
Man.
Even side thrust, strafing thrust, I'm getting up to 50 each way. Full speed, up, down, forward, back. Yeah, no problems. Great maneuverability too.
Plus, it looks cool.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a yeah. This is cool. This makes me want to build.
Yeah, it makes me want to build better. So
Great block
Me
shaping on
too.
it.
Don't feel bad, Dom.
Great texturing on it too.
I'm seeing some of you in this too, Filbert. Definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
Kind of slopey.
I kind of see like a Claymore vibe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's got like yeah. The flat block stuff is really cool. When you can tear that out a little bit like that, like it just looks really cool. The texturing looks nice. The color, like I love this wasteland theme. It looks really good, man.
It's like Pirate and Scar mixed together.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I can't think of anything that it needs. I think it's good.
I think we're good, right? Certified.
Meets all the specs.
See, and this is what I mean, man. It's like getting starter CVs that have character like this, like. Oh, there you go. He said he was inspired by Filbert ships for sure.
I've looked at more than one of the Wastelanders for inspiration, so goes around.
Whoa! You just landed on the shiv, bro. Brutal.
That's how baby ships are made.
Growy. What? Who defiled my shiv, by the way? Like, what the hell is this? Was this when Filbert wasn't here? You guys needed a light?
We might need like a 5x landing pad.
Turned my shiv into a Teletubby, dude. Like, it looks insane now. What the hell is that? Alright, so that was the, reading too much into it. The Asagiri Wasteland series. It is on the workshop, maybe? Is it on the workshop? It's on the workshop. Yeah, there's no EPB at the end. Check it out, guys. Sub. Give it thummy uppies. Good stuff, man. Way to go. Congrats on the Wasteland series as well. Big hype to script. You know how much I learn every day just reading the Discord? Like, apparently Reforge Eden's done. Is that true, or was that just like, was I just reading shit?
They're still doing hot fixes, so that's what's kind of holding things up now.
I wasn't fully awake, but I realized all I gotta do is like read a couple channels in Discord and I'm all caught up. Kind of amazing.
It's easier just to ask questions and everyone will tell you. That's what I do.
Yeah, like I'll wait for my water to boil in the morning to make coffee, and that's when I usually read shit. I ignore the work stuff right off the bat. I don't want to read that first thing in the morning. I go straight to the Discord, and usually it's like Neuro messages me in the middle of the night, which is middle of the day for him. He's like, "Hey, check this out." So I respond to him, and then it's like, it's a bunch of other stuff, and then I'm reading the Discord, and I don't know why I'm subscribed to 30 Discords, because I don't read any of them except for the Anvil. That's a nice park job there.
Yard dart.
Oh man.
I couldn't help it.
Our next build is by Nolacron. This is the Genesis SCV 10. I'm sorry.
I mean, come on, the light's right there.
I know. Is this like solar spacing on top? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. How many can you have on
That's the reforged count of solar panels. So yeah. This might be another one that could work in both, maybe. Oh man, markings everywhere.
Yeah, so lots of future spacing for bigger thrusters for sure.
This kind of makes me think, what was that build you did, XCal? That's the prefab submission photo. It was a little, like one of the Whetstone series or something like that.
A base?
No. It was a little CV.
Like the clip? I don't know.
No, it wasn't the clip. It's what you have is the picture for the prefab Discord for the CVs. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know.
Anyway, it just kind of has that general shape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. Unless you're talking about like a module or something.
No, it was one of your like early CVs you did back when they were kind of square and roundy at the same time.
Oh, pretty bricks. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty bricks. Gotcha. Unlock level 10. 4 oxygen tanks on station. It's got 4 minigun turrets. Vector. This is within CPU with over 100,000 to spare. Got plenty of turrets here. It's got 4 top. We got some sentries on the front. Oh, is this the front? Oh wait, this is. Okay, 2 sentries in the back. Sorry, I saw a cockpit up here and I just assumed. So it's got bidirectional piloting. You got an enclosed bay here. Turn the light off. Oh, my lights. Wow, this is bright in here, right?
Mm. Oh, well, we're directly underneath that.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Oh.
There,
It just
that might
disappeared on me.
make it a little bit easier to see in there.
So the ship includes 2 320k cargo systems, 64k ammo, 4 small gens, a large one, 4 tier 1 tanks, 2 additional thrusters and turrets can be installed. Remove the black crates to install up to 40 small or medium thrusters, or 8 large thrusters. 13 turret locations. Hangar has 2 upgrade sites. Nice. Lots of information. Lots of good information. And additional information. So not just information, but additional over here. Awesome.
There's upgrade spots marked everywhere.
Yeah, very concise.
Spot to add a teleporter over here with instructions on how to signal logic it too.
Really?
He's already got the pressure plate underneath it installed under the LCD, which is clever.
Pressure plate.
Behind you, there's an LCD here on the floor. Underneath the LCD is a pressure plate. So you just remove that LCD, put your teleporter on it, and then when you step on the teleporter, it'll turn on, so it doesn't drain fuel, which is not being used.
Wait, what? There's pressure plates in Imperium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also set them up with a motion sensor, but your teleporter uses a ridiculous amount of power when it's in use.
Right, right. I just always put a motion sensor.
I didn't know there's pressure plates either. So.
Is that part of the trapdoor right-click thingy?
Yeah, the signal sensor. It's one of the options.
Wow, I didn't.
Another trick: you don't have to put them on the floor. You can actually put the pressure plate on the wall, or make it the wall block behind the teleporter as well, and it'll still
run
do the
into
same
it?
thing.
Like
Yep.
head first?
Yep.
You have to be in
That way-
contact with the plate?
You just have to stand fully on the teleporter, and then it'll turn on.
Oh, so as long as the teleporter's connected to the plate, it's in some fashion.
Yeah, as long as it's one block touching it.
Bro, I feel like a moron. Like, I've never even, like, yeah, I never knew there was pressure plates. I've maybe used a trapdoor, like, twice the whole time I've built in this game. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's
I used to
funny.
just do the motion sensor thing until I figured out about the trapdoors, and they're really nice.
So there's oxygen in most rooms, not all though.
Which rooms aren't there?
I think the room you just came from doesn't have oxygen. No, it does. Okay. Like up top. But that actually leads to outdoors. A couple of the upgrade rooms don't have oxygen, but I mean, I don't think it's anything super important.
Right.
Well, so, I mean, how I feel about oxygen, right, is like, you know, is there something designating, like, this is not an oxygenated area? Because that's going to affect people, you know? I mean, obviously, you're going to get in a starter CV and you're probably going to go to space, right? But when you're in space, you're going to be moving around and you're going to start, you know, just doing all this shit, and you're going to be like, well, what's going on? What's going on? And it's going to be that moment where it's like, I don't know what's going on, and then, you know, I mean, it's a lesson, I guess, you know, which obviously you should know about oxygen in the game, and you know, all that's a good lesson, right? So I don't think it's a game breaker, but at the same time, like, it would be nice to maybe put something like, you know, not an oxygenated area, because, you know, like engineering, some of these places, like, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, and that's what it was. It was the I'm trying to find the right room that didn't have oxygen.
Is it like the future spacing rooms with the generators and the warp and all that? That's fine. I don't think that's an issue. The common areas where you're going to be spending time in, I think that's kind of more important.
What's interesting to me is that that's obviously solar panel spacing on top, but I can't find any mention anywhere of reforged upgrade instructions or anything like that.
Right.
Well, that also might be just his design, though. You know, we assume it's for that, but it might be just he liked it.
But I mean, if you look below it, he used thin blocks for that, so that it creates this kind of odd, empty room.
This perfect placement for the that RO
Perfect-
block, because they're on the
perfect
top
spot
side
for
of
it.
the block.
Right, right.
Yeah. I think
So
that was
it would look-
intentional.
Yeah, it would look perfectly if you had solar panels on there. It'd be nice and flush.
Well, I think too is that he's submitting this for vanilla, so maybe he just didn't divulge the reforged stuff.
Right, right.
Okay. Well, I don't understand the bidirectional piloting. What's that about? Oh, docking. Oh, this is some kind of a module. Oh, this probably is a module. It probably
is
is
it a Helios?
module. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
looks
that
to be
I'm
about that
looking
size.
at it. Yep. That's likely what we're looking at here. Gotcha. Wow. There's
And
a snake, it would have bit us.
I lied. He did actually put warning, high heat, radiation, no oxygen. So I did not see
Nice.
the no oxygen. So, yep, it's actually in there.
Cool. No, I'm digging it. What do you guys think? Did we fill it up?
Yep.
You want to take it up, Don?
Sure.
Are you qualified?
No. It's going to end in disaster.
Okay.
Well, he says for newbies, so, that'd be good for me. Then.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You got four minigun turrets on top too, so good drone defense.
I put a Thompson in the armor locker, too.
Awesome.
There you go.
Wait, what?
Mess y'all up. Like, wait, what?
I was looking for it. I'm so confused.
Yes!
Yeah, it's about time. All right, so she's definitely a little bit on the slow side.
Well,
Oh, and she's...
Give me... No, that's your side thrust. So just give me an up and down.
Up says max of 38, but I'm...
Level out. There you go. Now go up and give me a...
11.
Yeah, I mean, you're lifting up. Forward.
Forward is 39.
Yeah, that's good. Now just let go of everything and see if it stops.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Reverse.
Yep. Reverse is 38. So reverse is good, and forward. So yeah, I guess it's all good.
So that's really an important thing, right? Like you could manually turn with keys, or you could mouse turn if you want. You can, all those things on full tonnage. Like, I mean, as long as you can do what you just did, like I'm good with it. Because you could either get up to out of atmosphere by lift thrust or forward thrust or a combination of both. But as long as it moves in those directions, like I think it's good. It's when it can't is when I think it's confusing for new people. And don't worry, I'm not gonna go on that tangent again. The thrust. We'll just leave that.
And it's within CPU, right? It has some extra.
Way in, yeah, like over 100,000. So.
Yeah.
And then there's all that spacing for bigger thrusters and more thrusters. So you can either add the same mediums and probably add like a decent amount of them to get it to go even faster, or you can upgrade to the bigger stuff.
It said it's 8 larges overall that you can stick on it.
Or he said like
So,
40 mediums or something. So
everything's pretty well explained in there too, honestly.
definitely. No, I think this is great. And then the fact that it is a it would be nice if he pointed out that it is also a Helios module. I think that's important. I think it's a good selling point. Something that, people know is going to be a great starter, but it can also serve a purpose later on. But yeah, no, I don't have any issues with it. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Certified.
Good job. That is by Nolacron. That is the Genesis SCVL 10. Alright, we're going to move on to Fion McCummel here. This is the Hive LEC level 10. Holy force field emitters.
Yeah, I'm trying to wondering what that's about.
I think that's just aesthetics.
Oh, so force field emitters don't cost Z&E anymore?
Nope.
When did that change?
I think a while ago, actually.
Did it? I mean, I don't really use them, so...
Well, those aren't force field emitters. Those are shutter doors. I'm just trying to figure out
Oh, they are. Good call.
if there's like a switch to make it into like a spoiler or something. I wonder if he's got a switch somewhere.
Landing paddle key menu.
Cool LCDs in the bridge area.
Yeah, landing. That's a landing pad.
I like the colors on this thing. The bumblebee
Yeah.
color job. It's pretty
Man,
slick.
I almost wish that you could turn off the
Oh!
emitters.
You open that up and then you have a giant area to dock something on top. I bet that's what that's for.
You can hear me, right, Filbert?
What, did you just say that?
I literally just said that.
No, you cut out.
I was just making sure. Okay, I must have cut out then. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, you cut out every so often on my head.
Like, the very thing you just said again. Alright.
My bad.
Nah, you're good. Yeah, no, I was saying I wish that you could turn off the emitter look of it. Because it would look really cool if it didn't have that blue. I mean, it still looks cool, but I'm just saying, like...
Right. Even still, that's really
It
clever.
would look interesting, like, if it didn't. If it was just those, like... Those stripes look really cool.
Right.
Like, if you turn off... Let me see here. So, if I turn off the whole ship, right? And you're just looking like, yeah, that looks cool. They just look like little whatevers.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, you'd have to do it with, like, blast doors or something that doesn't have a force field. And that would look bulky.
Blast doors, man. Oh my god. Like, I love the blast doors, but then there's just so much to hate about them. They don't have force field. They look ugly as sin. Like, oh, I just wish you could texture them. If you could texture them, oh my god, it'd be amazing. Digress.
Drive spacing, lots of grow plot area. Big hangar. Could do a lot with this ship.
It's got O2 everywhere as well.
Looks like it's designed to be upgraded to tier 3.
Yeah, so the thrusters are definitely upgradable to large here on the back.
Field spacing.
The back, maybe. So basically designed for the back. How much cargo is in this? $80,000. Escort carrier. It's an inexpensive scout ship used. Engage and private contract. Variable starter, 230, 320k. When I say blah blah blah, I don't mean any offense. If I was to sit here and read every one of these, we'd be here for 6 hours. But I like that a lot of thought is put into writing these, because I think for somebody that spends all the resources to get this thing, I'm guaranteeing you they're getting a lot of good information about it. But
what would PT stand for?
Intaxid tank?
Gotcha.
Physical training.
That's kind of where I was going.
Good for you.
I knew it.
For me.
Did
you guys do that in the Air Force?
PT? No, we just called the Marines.
Okay. Sat around drinking iced tea, watching them. Look at those guys.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Well, inside our air-conditioned office, you forgot that part in our rolly chairs.
They're really killing it. Like, oh, I'm exhausted just watching them.
Yeah, we could only watch for 30 minutes before we just felt bad and we started watching TV again, playing video games.
In your sweatsuits, your crispy sweatsuits. Ooh.
They had to be ironed.
Your New Balance. You're just sitting there like, wow, these guys. Yeah, lots of upgrade capabilities here. I like the design. The hangar looks really cool. Like, there's a lot of colors going on here, but it all looks pretty cool. Like, and wow, I've never seen this texture. Well, no, I lie. You know what? Jay uses this texture, and I never notice it until it's too late. It's like marble looking, like floor tile texture. Looks good.
Yeah, I tried to use it, and I never can make it look good though.
No.
I've used it as a ceiling before, or like bathroom walls.
Yeah, lots of gardening. Lots of gardening. Holy crap.
Yeah, lots of potential.
My
Amazing.
kind of shit.
You could live out of this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay, so, are you in one of the gardens?
Maybe. Yep.
I am.
This is kind of cool. I didn't even notice this on the first time through. So you see those LCDs on the wall? This right here, this is engineering. That's actually a shutter door.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
So it leads into a generator spot for you to add generators. That's so cool.
That is cool.
I didn't even notice that the first time through. That's brilliant.
Man,
And technically, if you put the generators on the ceiling, you could get in there and access all your thrusters to repair them.
it's cool, but I know I'll never use it because it's an LCD, and then now it just kind of hurts. It's like,
When do you just give up and you're just like, ah, it's fine?
another reason I suck. Like, it'd be really cool if I had some LCDs that did this thing, and then I just get depressed. Like, I'm never gonna do that.
You don't steal them from other builds?
I don't even have the patience for that anymore. I tried to do that with who was it that released the big set of it? Core, right?
Yep.
And Script did one, and like I'm sitting there like trying to do it, and they're not coming out right, and I'm just and I just raged. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I can't even copy them anymore. They're so, they're so complicated. It's like, man, frustrating. I think it was Pear that was the last straw because he made the one for the pickaxe and I couldn't get it to work. Like, all right, whatever. It's like I'm over it. LCDs and me done. Which is cool. Yeah, this is a cool all arounder here. How much cargo does it have? I know. I think I asked that.
Quite a bit.
Listen to you.
The one I haven't figured out yet is the decal control thing.
I accidentally stumbled on that yesterday and I got scared and like ran away from it. It was like, do this and that and make decals, and I'm like, I still don't know what a decal is. Like, what the hell's a decal? Can we get more textures? Like,
It's got a 320 ammo and a 320 cargo.
are
and then a bunch of cargo
decals better
boxes.
textures? Like, what are decals?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
They're for POIs.
Who gives it? So that's why we got Yeet.
Yep.
We all had to suffer Yeet, so.
But they are cool.
Are they?
Yeah, there's some coming.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm shooting the ship and
POIs.
it's doing nothing. Wait, is it a base? Or when you say POI, what denotes a POI?
Something with an NPC core.
God, it's like, so this is for
And
like
then
4 people.
Yeah.
Maybe five.
I have used them, but sometimes the decal gun doesn't work either. I'm not sure sometimes, so it's kind of buggy.
They built a tool for 4 people and made everybody else suffer for a month. Okay, all right. Well,
I don't know. Playing ship cowboy was kind of fun.
I guess they deserved it.
But you can make some cool effects with it, so...
Oh, Darkest uses it in special. Okay, well, if the Anvil got some use out of it, then
Yeah,
full circle, guys. We did it.
We've made good use of it, thanks to Darkest figuring it out.
We did it. I only had to run after my Zyphos like 100 times in Field Series. We did it.
It was a lot of fun. Running
Here is
after
the
it, though.
Zyphos!
Birthday!
Oh, man. Brutal. I'm with it, man. Let's who hasn't flown? JT.
On it.
We're full, right? Like somebody filled up.
Yeah, it's got
Yes.
320 ammo, 320 cargo, and then a bunch of cargo boxes. Full
All
med
right.
bay.
Lifts at almost full speed.
Nice.
Yeah, I
I like-
really like that spoiler. I think it looks so cool.
The bottom's cool too. Like
I was gonna
whatever
say,
they
yeah, the
did
bottom's
on
got some cool details on it.
Yeah, it does. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it looks like some weird magnetic shenanigans or something for like connecting.
Oh yeah. I think it latches onto stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, this thing moves full speed in all directions.
Nice.
And this is CPU tier 2?
Yes, tier 2. And it still has about 80,000 CPU left.
So you could add your warp or your shield.
No, it flies really well and it's really maneuverable. I like flying it.
Right
And I
on.
believe it has an advanced constructor, doesn't it? Yeah. No, large constructor. But still, you could use that to build whatever you needed to upgrade it.
Oxygenated?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a new or a warp drive is 40,000. You only got about 20, so I see why you didn't put it in.
Does anybody see turrets?
Yeah, he has turrets on the front here that are retracted.
Oh, okay.
There's 6 total.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see him. Cool, cool.
There's 2 cannons and 4 sentries. Overall, I think it's a really great build, especially with all the information they provide you with all the LCDs.
Yeah, super unique. Really cool
Check.
concept with the shutters. I think that's genius because, you know, instead of having this flat thing that's dedicated to docking that, you know, kind of looks plain and stuff, it's like he's found a way to keep this really cool shaping and still give you a lot of landing capabilities there. Like,
Mhm.
you
Plus,
can fit
without
2
the-
clips on that.
Without the spoilers, you wouldn't hit full speed.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That is true.
And if you paint the outside red, it'd go even faster.
Yeah, but then you get more tickets.
That's
Ah,
true.
that's true.
I think that should be a thing in season 3. The Anvil police writing speeding tickets.
No. Don't say that. Wait, oh my god, no.
How does that work in a game that has a speed limit built into it?
I don't want to get stopped by like Grumble or who else would be bad to get stopped by? I don't know. that's-
Darkest. He stops you and gives you a thermal burn.
Yeah, somebody's gonna like. It's gonna be a hard ticket to talk. my way
Impound
out.
your ship, and you got to go pay to get it back.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? We should do that. We should have so anybody that parks a CV like in Anvil City, that shit's getting impounded. And then there's you gotta pay. You gotta pay a certain amount every day that it's in impound.
And
And
if you
like you
don't,
gotta go
then
before
Fred
a
scraps it.
judge. Yeah, you gotta go before a judge and all that shit. Yeah, but hire Fred to like actually move the ships into, you know what I mean? Give him a job.
Well, and if it's not paid, then you scrap it.
Yeah, that's it. I like it. I think that's the thing, man. I think we're doing that.
Sorry, Darkest. That's more work for you.
Something like a tow service. I'm with it. It's cool. We gotta enforce it, man. Strict rules apply. I say certified. What do you guys say?
Indubitably.
Yeah, it meets all the criteria. I'd say we're good.
Certified.
Certified. Fion McCummel with the Hive LEC level 10 starter CV. Great job, sir. That is part of the Anvil catalog. Our next build is by Presidente, and this is the Chozo STX, guys. STX. Note the trim model.
It matches the SV.
But we gotta give Fred something to do, man. He would love to salvage. Or honestly, we could just put him up for auction. That'd probably be the cooler thing.
There you go.
Put him up
Fred's
for
the
auction.
impound.
Yeah, have like a weekly auction.
Do a
of,
police auction.
Yeah. Was going for Metroid Samus gunship vibe. Like what you did with the... Oh, see, I keep forgetting that this is cool, and then I see it on ships where they use the ramps for, like, vent.
Yeah.
That looks so cool, man. It's only cool if you put signal logic to close it, though. Performance. Look at that. Yes! Deploy the flaps. That is so cool. Donk, deploy the flaps. Yeah, look at that. That
Now
is
we
so
go
cool.
faster.
That is so cool. Last week I was I don't know what conversation I got into with Little XCal, but we were talking about cars talking. And the obvious thing would to go to cars, right? Like Pixar. But no, instead I went to Knight Rider, and I actually YouTubed Knight Rider, and I was showing her like a whole episode of it. By the way, extremely boring for a 7-year-old, but I was loving it. It was like where he first meets Kit, and it was like I was like, look, this thing talks, like it's amazing. It's the Knight 3000. It's just like whatever. It's like, okay, let me go back to my boss baby. Like, no, this is great. And then I got into it. I ended up watching 2 more episodes. It has no animations, that's right. This is cool, man. So we've got fixed turrets on the front, vertically, which is cool.
A gravity.
It has a grab gen? Wow, that's small. Grab gen.
Yeah.
2 on top.
Ooh, cool cockpit.
Oh, 2 everywhere.
Feature spacing for large thrusters in the back.
Tactical garden.
Yeah, spot for a nice little garden there.
Feature spacing for more.
Oh, that's clever.
I like the cryopods in the garden area.
Spot for, oh yeah. Spot to put a repair console in the garden area for your repair bay in your hangar. Man, using the posters. Very nice.
Oh, that's cool. In the bedroom, you use the little pillar blocks to make, like, chandeliers.
Yeah.
These trussing blocks here where the medic stations are, that's for what? CPU or?
No, those are the
garden?
grow plots
Grow
above.
plots. Offline protection. Is that a thing? Is there anybody in this game that still uses offline protection? Is that a thing?
No.
I don't think it ever worked before, right? Like if one person was on, like it didn't work.
Yeah, if it's a PvP thing, I know that.
But I don't think it worked. I think it was really glitchy and stuff before. But cool. I mean,
Oh, man, I
nice.
noticed hangar doors upside down. That's awesome.
I was going to say he did the upside down hangar door, but why the ramp at the back of it then?
It still works.
Flash
Your
shower gang.
hover thing's gonna go right over that. That's cool. Shield spot. Yeah,
The-
this thing's cool.
The RP value on this is really cool.
Yeah, the aesthetic value is pretty cool. Are there more spots for more generators anywhere?
Presidente says you can add a shield and it still be T2.
Oh, dang. That's pretty cool.
So has anyone tested the explodey thing with the new update?
Floaty thing.
Where like the explosion radius, where if you have something side by side, it still explodes?
No, not yet.
Here's the where the generators go, Filbert.
What?
Because it
Uh,
looks like in the shield room,
What's
there's
Sparkle?
room for a a small generator as
What
well.
does it do? What is it?
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
for
right behind
me.
you, Donk.
Where's the Scruffalo?
Oh,
What's a
it's right there.
Scruffalo?
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I pretty much thought everything here.
Yeah, lots of detail, man. That's what I like. I mean,
Definitely.
lots of detail, lots of thought was put behind this for sure.
I love this color scheme too with the glowies and stuff. It looks really cool.
It's almost like a green Creole.
So yeah, they go in those recess spots there in the ceiling, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what he said in chat.
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. And it's, yeah, like you say, it's within CPU.
He
Yeah,
And it's
has,
also
fly
a
with-
P10,
As long as
level
it can
10.
fly with cargo.
he also has shortcuts in the P menu for food processors, constructors, all that.
Looks like 6 turrets.
Did you see this XCal, this
Plus
P-way?
sentries.
Where?
In the hangar, there's a little shutter door. If you move it, you can walk down there and it's a little P-way to get out. Instead of going through the hangar.
Oh, here,
Like the
yeah,
back.
yeah. I saw
I
that.
thought that was
That's
really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Very, very nice build overall.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
It's full, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, full speed.
Looks really cool from the ground too.
Looks very alien.
So I said it almost looks like a Creole, but not quite.
Yeah, I got a soft spot for these kind of like stubby little, you know what I mean? Like it's just got this really cool look to it. Like there's a lot going on in here, but it's not a huge footprint, which I like, especially with a CV. You know, when you're trying to land these things on planets and weird areas, like, you know, when you build up, not necessarily wide and long, it's actually really cool. Like, get a lot out of it.
And I mean, there's a lot on it for a prefab. This is,
Yeah.
I mean, this could last you a while.
Oh, I didn't even notice the medical equipment in the hangar.
Yeah,
So,
on
yeah,
the grow plot area.
Yeah, so you're totally set.
Yeah, like, I mean, other than combat, this could last you for quite a while in game.
Mommy, my hot chocolate! It's top of her lungs right at my door. Sorry. Jesus.
Get the girl some hot chocolate.
Telling you. And it's got performance mode. I mean, you put a performance mode on here, so I'm totally
Yeah, I like
sold.
those boarding ramps are pretty cool.
What else does performance mode do? Does it do anything else? Like, does it turn on extra generators or thrusters, or it's just purely for awesomeness? Like, there's no wrong answer. I'm just
Something just caused the lights to start blinking. Oh, that's cool. He's got the blinking lights set to the hangar door sensor.
So it,
shuts off half the thrust. Okay, cool.
yeah, it turns on the rest of the thrust and then puts out the boarding ramps.
No, that's cool. Okay, and that's super important for fuel economy, for, you know, differences in gravity of planets and stuff. Like if you're in space, that plays into a lot. That's cool. Well thought out. I'm with it, man. What do you guys think? That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this one good.
Yep.
Certified.
Good job, man. That's by Presidente, and that is the Chozo STX. Alright, our next build is by Dragon the 13th. And this is the Nomad starter. Nomad roamer. Uh-oh, Nomad starter. Okay, vanilla. Dragon likes his glass.
And bet there's gonna be a dancing girl in there too.
Yes.
You are not wrong, sir.
I mean, new people gotta know about the dancing girls from jump, man. Otherwise, you know, this not crouching thing sucks, but there's dancing girls, so I think we're keeping it, Steam.
Yep.
Go past the 2 hours, we're good. We got 4 turrets, we've got...
Ooh, lots of rads.
I think that's features.
Oh, cool boarding ramps. I like the way you did that.
Maybe it is.
Full medical.
Okay, so this is future spacing for larges, I think. Finger area, expansive generator spacing.
Cloth shower gang.
What? No, for one thing, it's not even cloth. It's like this disgusting plastic rubbery crap. Freaking gross. No, it's, you know, no. Stop it. There's no gang for that. Bro. Dude, that was the loudest thunder. I thought something just happened, man.
So there's O2 everywhere except where the shield generator would go, but I mean, how often are you going to be in there? Room to upgrade to bigger generators. I like that. I would say maybe put like a shutter and some glass over the generators though, so you don't fry yourself and get radiated.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's got the danger lines.
It does have the danger lines.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's thunder.
Wow.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Has anyone found the O2 station?
Oh, up front.
Oh, yeah, it's up front. Okay.
That was loud. Holy crap. It's like it was on my roof or something. Holy. Jeez. Alright. You okay? You say hi to the stream? Oh, yuck. Look at that. What's that?
Towel.
It's not a towel. It's a shower curtain.
What?
Ew, right?
Wait, shower curtains are okay.
Wait, what? No, they're not. Shower curtains are not okay. They're gross.
First Panthetta asked for about the motorbike. Now she thinks shower curtains are okay.
We don't. We don't have a shower curtain. What are you talking about? Stop it. We don't. Daddy threw it away.
All of my pirate ships I've made applaud that opinion.
Oh boy.
Your kids are turning against you, man.
I know. It's horrible. You want to check what? No, don't worry about it. No, you can't check.
Oh, that's cool. It's got the shutter door up top, so you could land something from the top of the hangar bay.
It's okay.
Yeah, you park up on the glass.
You hear how long in between them? That tells you how far away it is. So it's a long way away, right? Or just...
I like the deco guns up front too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
8 turrets on it. Oh, plus sentries. Plenty of defense.
Well, and I mean, if you ever wanted to, you could get rid of the block
What?
guns and put actual fixed weapons in too.
Did we fill this out?
Yeah, it's ready for a test flight.
Go ahead, Clover.
Spotlights.
Oh, gonna hit the light
You
show.
okay? Okay, I'll be
It has a spoiler too.
Before you say anything else
So
incriminating,
she'll make full speed going
close
up.
the door.
That's how you know it's
Not
fast.
quite. Under load, she gets to 42. Full speed going forward. .44 in reverse. Yeah. Maneuvers. Yeah. Can handle the weight.
Uh-oh, server shut down.
Oh, alright. I wanted to squeeze in one more, I guess. So we'll have to wait till the server comes out again.
Yeah, got plenty of CPU to spare. Flies underweight.
It looks good, too. I mean, God, I feel like in the beginning of the stream, I was like, looks don't matter. We're not going to talk about but it looks good. Like, I like the
Well,
different
it looks-
colors and...
Yeah, if you like something, say something. Yeah,
Good job, Dragon.
yeah, I
Certified.
think it's a good one.
Oh, I
Well done.
no longer have a job.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's
no,
fine.
pretend I didn't say it. Go ahead.
Certified.
Certified.
The only thing I get to do.
I know. All right. Dragon the 13th, SWJ, Nomad starter. I feel like he kind of bold, man. Like, it's a little bold to use the word Nomad as your starter CV name. Just saying. I don't know. Am I wrong? I mean, is there anything that you wouldn't name your ship because you just feel like, you couldn't do that?
I've never thought that hard into the name of my ship.
I don't know.
Same here.
Every time I go to name something,
Francis.
I look and see that somebody else has already picked a name of what I was going to choose, and
Right,
so I always have to rename something.
Right.
Like I'm building a space station. I was going to call it Solaris, and then I realized that was what Jay named his new space station. So I had to pick a new name.
Actually, yeah. So let's just spawn the next one, and then we'll look at it until the server resets. The next one is by XCaliber. This is the Arc Ravager.
LCDs.
Spotlights? What is everybody's fascination with spotlights? They're off. So who's making all the light?
Oh, it's probably the light ship above us.
Oh, it's daytime. What are you doing? You had one job, Filbert.
Hey.
It's actually way above us.
Yeah, and somebody flipped it over too, so it's not even oriented the right way.
Okay, so oh, What? Did it turn back on by itself?
I think Filbert and I hit it at the same time.
I definitely remember this from an earlier Designers Challenge.
Yeah, I remember that LCD put in the middle with the world and all the cool stuff. So awesome.
I think he actually has updated it a little bit, though.
Oh yeah, it had to. I mean, I think this was like a year ago, right?
Yeah, something like that. Aww. It's weird that it still shows.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you were watching my stream? Why? Really? At work? Wow, that's a first. You're invested. No. Really? Yeah. Then you got bored? You were looking for Parko stream? No. Oh, okay. Cool. My game crashed.
Yeah, mine too.
Thanks again, Willa Gray, for that gift sub, dude. That was cool. I don't know. You know, I've never joined a server called... What? I don't even know what that says. I said in my history. Change. Definitely dark art.
Welcome to XBC.
Whoa. JTKE Gaming popping off some
Welcome
gift
to
subs.
XBC.
Thank you, sir.
Let's get that hype train going.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to XBC.
Look at a sneaky J Randall in here. What? Look at that. Busted. Busted, buddy. He's all deep in his texture tool.
Welcome to XBC.
You missed the yard dart, man. We showed the yard dart in the stream.
Welcome to XBC.
Is it yard dart or lawn dart?
Welcome
Yard
to
dart.
XBC.
Yard dart.
Slash butter knife.
Flash butter knife.
Yeah, why not?
Welcome to XBC.
Big hype, guys. Big hype.
Well, between me
Welcome
and
to
Elon Donk,
XBC.
the naming thing's handled.
Oh no!
Elon.
Welcome to
Dead.
XBC.
Dead.
Makes me sad.
You missed that, didn't you, Filbert?
I definitely did.
That was one of the build events, right, Donk?
No, I think XCal was building his table,
Oh, is
and
that
his
true, Garmin? I did not.
daughter was reading out chat, and she kept on calling me Elon Donk.
That's right.
It's stuck.
It's letting me log in. I just saw that weird
There
thing
it
that
is.
Kiln was parked on, and it said had Elon Donk written on it. I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, Pantheta dubbed him Elon Donk.
I just think it'd be so funny if his name really was Elon and like just be hilarious.
It's official.
like-
Donk, go to the courthouse. You got to change your
They
name.
named the wrong son Elon. Like his brother is so much more Elon than he is.
Oh yeah, my brother's super smart. Well, yeah.
You got in the Air Force. You can't be too dumb.
Exactly, man. That ASVAB score had to have been decent, dude.
Whoops! Somebody broke a leg.
What's that? What are we doing? What's that? What? Alright.
We just received
What?
low drive
Wait,
for
why?
the last
Why?
because birthday.
Wait, what? Okay. Alright. No, not now. Wait till after the stream.
They were matted. So we had to
Okay.
brush up there.
Alright. Sounds involved. No, after. Okay.
After.
Yeah, we'll check it all out after. Big hype for Scruffaloffs, whatever that is. It's toys these days. Alright. You guys back in?
Yep.
I'm loading.
Yeah, I'm loading in.
Twitch is broke. What's wrong with Twitch? JT, you killed Twitch. Big guy.
Uh-oh. It's
And
still
that's why I
working
can't
for
unlock
me.
things.
So we're gonna be in. You'll find small signs like this one here telling you where to put possible upgrades. All 1x1 small thrusters can be upgraded by 1x2 medium. Remove the sign. Beautiful. Dude. This has a lot of cargo. Holy shit.
Yeah, I went ahead and filled
Four.
them.
Yeah.
I think I got them all before the server stopped.
Oh, so you're from Oregon, right?
Mhm.
Is it Oregon or Oregon?
It's Oregon.
Okay.
That's how you can tell someone has never been
Yeah.
around here is when they say Oregon or Willamette instead of Willamette. Yeah, this is definitely a cool ship.
It's cool. Like it looks really cool, but it also just has a lot of function in a very clear area. Like it's not like, you know what I mean? Like everything's here. You got the grow plot areas here. You've got the the warp, like the shield, like everything's right here. There's no, you got
Yeah, the
Right.
second
production.
generator up here.
You got some extra storage up top, which I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Looks really good though.
But like there's no, there's not a lot of like tunnels and, it's just very easy
Oh man, it's got gravity in here too.
in and out. I mean, if you wanted to, functionally, you could probably get rid of this whole map thing and you'd have even more hangar space if you needed. Like it looks cool, but you know what I mean? Like if you had to get more in here,
Right.
you could definitely fit at least
I love that.
3 large HVs in this thing.
With the window and the LCD circles and stuff above it. That's just such a cool look.
Oh, nice. I like the little ladders on the front to get out. That's quick access for drone parts.
Yeah, I wonder if it can handle all that cargo.
A lot of cargo.
2 mediums and 2 smalls going forward.
Oh, like a dream.
Yeah, looks like it.
15
Sweet.
up.
It's got a lot of cargo too, so that's impressive.
Yeah. 46 forward.
Very nice.
Definitely stops. Darkest Warrior popping off 10
Welcome
gift
to
subs.
XBC.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Welcome to XBC.
Nice,
Welcome
Darkest.
to XBC.
Guys, you can all stop
Welcome
getting
to
better at this game and let me catch up. You all are building stuff that completely demoralizes me from finishing my crappy
Welcome to
build.
XBC.
Don't feel bad, Woozy. I'm in the same boat.
No, but listen, like, it's funny, right? But
Welcome
so
to
many people have
XBC.
started from, you know, just not really knowing how to do anything and just gotten really good.
Welcome to
And then you get the occasional
XBC.
person that just has a gift for this, you know, and all they need to do is learn how to place the blocks,
Welcome to XBC.
like how the actual interface works, and then they're just off and running.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it just
Welcome to
depends. But at the end of the day, like,
XBC.
you know, you start by building for function, building for performance,
Welcome
and you eventually
to
get good at this looks thing,
XBC.
yeah. But this is you know, proof of
Welcome to
concept right here as far as
XBC.
like not a proof of concept. What would you call this? This is like a tutorial of how to do a lot of things: shaping, lighting, tone. Like you look at all the gradient tones that he's got with the
Right.
colors and stuff. I mean, that illusion right there, just for this point of view I'm showing right now. You look at that. You've got the bright white, off white, light gray, medium gray, dark gray, light blue, dark blue, all transitioning to the center, which is giving this crazy like fake lighting effect to where it looks like it's like casting this really cool shadow on it permanently, and it just gives this really cool illusion and depth of like color. I mean, so it's stuff like that. Like if you're really into this kind of like geek stuff, like with the colors and stuff, like it's amazing. Like you can really get really geeky with shit in this game, which is cool. There's so many ways you could do that in this game. It's like, you know, so even if you're really good at like shaping and stuff, you still have ladders to go up, is what I mean when I say that. I didn't mean that negatively. I just mean like there's so many roads you can go down in building. And, you know, LCDs is one, signal logic is one, lighting, toning, texturing, you know, like shaping, you know, function, like, you know, there's so many different avenues you can go down. Just, yeah, it's just blowing me away, dude. And this is an old build, guys. This isn't even like Heckin's current stuff. This is an older build.
It's
And,
too small.
yeah. No, but that's it. Like he builds big, but he can also build something really cool that's small. This is awesome, man.
I still think Donk should have most improved this month.
Yeah. Where's your ship, Don? Oh, we're showing it on the next one?
Oh, it's up to you. I
It's
don't care.
Reforged, right? Or is it vanilla?
Yeah, it's reforged.
I mean, we could just look at it. I think Donk gets to get a little spotlight here. Yeah, what's the name of this thing?
The USS Egress, but yeah, I'll get it real quick.
Yeah, you get it, because I don't think I have the latest one. I updated on the sheet. Oh, well, hold on. Before we do that, what are we doing here? Are we good with this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
meets
I
all
will
the
go to that
criteria.
question, right? But I didn't give Dunk his chance to.
Certified.
Go ahead, Dunk. Certify. Good
Certified.
job. Good job. Released in February of 2020. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's not that.
Yeah.
Really?
It's Yep.
No. He had
It was
that a
a-
long time ago.
he released it either right before or right after 1.4.
That means time is just. We're fitting a lot in months.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that. I swear I saw that so long ago. That's nuts. Okay. February.
Look out below.
Oh, I remember that specific build, but fair enough.
So talking about getting better. So this is this is the payday that I made, one of my very first ships.
Mhm.
Man, this thing's hideous.
Where is it?
It's right behind the egress.
Oh, damn, that's an SV?
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible.
He's big.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing, but that's one of my very first builds. And you guys were talking about, you know, being depressed. This is what I built. And
Still looks better than my first build.
yeah, I thought this thing was awesome. So yeah.
It's got more going on than my first build, that's for sure. I'm impressed. That's not bad at all for a first build.
No,
Yeah,
not at
well,
all.
thank you. And I think it's absolutely just disgusting, but
Could release this, man.
no.
Upgrade for a warp drive? Yeah, you
I'm
got.
using this in season 3. Screw it.
You'll probably die. And it'll be very painful too.
It does, dude. It looks good. But I mean, you know what I think too, though? I think people that start playing this game now, I think they have a lot more content that they can look at. You know,
Right.
and I think that they're starting off on a better, you know, like when I first started playing the game just came out. There wasn't a lot of anything. And then when I came back to it, you know, a couple years ago, there was only 2 or 3 content creators for the game, right? And they had very specific, well, actually only one of them built, and he has a very specific design style that I'm not personally into. So I didn't get a lot of inspiration from content as much as I did just kind of looking at things in the workshop.
You've changed this up a bunch, Donk.
Yeah, I
Oh,
spent
the new one?
some hours on this bad boy.
Yeah, he wasn't filling boxes in Rust. He was building this.
You sound so bitter.
I had to catch myself. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Leave that thing alone. Let's play some Rust. And I was like, well, that's not very supportive. Go ahead, dog. Do what you gotta do. He's like, oh no, I've already, you know, spent a couple hours on it. Let's go fill boxes. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Man,
I got what I wanted.
As long as it's your idea.
I like the LCDs too, Donk.
got the
Oh,
battle
yeah.
scars on it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the front now?
Yeah, I like the front a lot better. It doesn't look like a shield or like a face mask anymore. It actually looks like a ship face. So I was pretty
Yeah.
happy about that.
Because like I had a similar issue with the Kydex. It's like it's really hard to make something aerodynamic looking in this game and feel 100% good about it. Like it's hard, man. It's really hard. Like I think it looks great. I'm not saying anything further. I just know the struggle of that. You know, like
The struggle of making it, yeah.
yeah, feeling like oh I don't know, it just doesn't quite look right.
It would be nice if all of the glass blocks came in 22.5 and 45.
Yes, that would make it a lot easier.
Well, it'd be nice if they were blocks and not have all the shapes.
I love the plant on top of the shower.
Did you put a plant? I love it.
Dang it, you found my plant.
Do you,
Hey, I'm thorough.
did you save the blueprint of that build you did, Donk, that was like covered in potted plants?
No, I did not. That was just me being an idiot.
I
So
wonder if Pear has it.
You're talking about the butter knife.
No, this was like the unicorn butter knife.
yeah, I made another one. But so
for
on
the
mine,
build challenge,
yeah, for one of the build challenges.
It was it the SV races?
No, the HV races.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was an HV. It was a big square pink thing with flowers everywhere.
No, this one had like wings and everything. Yeah, I think it was the SV races that we did.
Do you have like RP written in here in the LCD?
Yep. Well, you know, so this is supposed to be a prefab. So I was like, how can I make it where it's not boring? Read this, read that. So I put a whole bunch of LCDs everywhere of what your thoughts are going to be when you notice that you didn't get what you paid for. So
Can you give this build to Justin to like spell and grammar check it, please?
I probably need to, yes.
Some electricians are a total was of money. This guy didn't even set all the lights to the sensor. Well, let's go through this fun task of
Spelling's a thing.
Hey, he's giving you a tutorial on how to do lighting.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, there's a bunch of tutorials on how to do lighting. On the outside, it teaches you how to replace blocks into metal blocks, how to replace blocks that are broken, things like that. So
Okay, dude, that's cool.
What a surprise. I'm missing 2 generators and a real shield.
I really
And-
like what you did with the warp drive, though. The casing for it. That was really good.
At least
Yeah.
they painted gen where I'm going to install the new generator.
I like the windows in the front of it.
Like
That's
the
a really
blue
cool
piping
effect.
Up here looks cool. Like it looks good, dude. You did some really nice aesthetic like lighting stuff with.
Thanks. Yeah, that's well, you saw the version where I had way too much on it, so yeah, I definitely toned it way back. So, but yeah, thanks. And then there's supposed to be a ramp right here, but it didn't. It's not in vanilla, so you don't get the ramp up to the garden.
Be careful of crossbreeding here. You know? Certain direction.
And then I actually did one of the posters, so I was like, "Oh, posters are new and neat." So I put in the captain's quarters. You gotta go
Every
close to
time.
the dog.
It looks kind of like the dog is trying to do something on top, like leave you
Yeah.
a present there on your
Bad dog.
bed.
That's
Is that a
exactly what-
dog or a rabbit?
It don't matter. It's about to do something naughty.
I think
Oh,
it's a
gosh.
rabbit.
Yeah, now I remember my dog when I was a kid. He used to give this shame face when he would do that exact pose. He's like, I know I'm doing wrong, but I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. I gotta go.
I'm sorry.
Be right back.
I like your decorations on the ceiling too, using the ladders to look like they're kind of holding in the cargo boxes.
Yeah, I don't remember who I stole that one from. What,
I like
that
that.
spelling?
Who spells upgrade like that? What do you do? You do it throughout the whole thing, too.
Nice. What did I do wrong? Now let's see here.
Upgrade. UPGRAID.
He's
Oh,
been playing
yeah,
too much
that's
for
not
us. Raid.
Ray.
Gosh,
Oh my god.
I love that dog poster over the bed. That's great.
Awesome, dude.
This hanger is awesome.
Yeah, you're getting good, dude. You're getting really good. This look. You remember the other bigger carrier?
The jukebox?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is like leaps and bounds, dude.
Yeah, it's all about, privacy.
Ceiling. I mean, like, yeah, dude. There's a lot of detail in every direction. Portions are good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Look forward to certifying this in the future stream.
Who knows? I might even go back there and spell everything correctly, but I doubt it.
Nah, leave it. Let's do it. All right, guys. I think that's gonna do it for this certification trial. We'll have more on our next one. Now, I actually thought today was Designer's Challenge, but apparently I scheduled it for like the last day of the month, which is fine. So we're gonna do that next Saturday. Tomorrow is pending. I'm gonna try to do another. Well, actually, do we have anything on Sunday tomorrow? I don't think we do, right? What? Tell me.
No, I said not that I know of.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I'm thinking maybe another Daughter Learns Imperion Let's Play. I can get her too. See, now that her boyfriend's streaming too, now she's all supportive, so she might actually like play more often. That's fine, it is what it is. So yeah, we'll see. And big thanks to everybody that followed Parkins. I appreciate it. He's really happy. So yeah, I think that's it, man. Some really phenomenal builds. Catalog's coming along, man. We're gonna release it soon here to where people could start picking at it and start utilizing it. But I just want to make sure we launch it effectively to where there's no issues. So I might even employ the help of like a couple people as well to look over everything and make sure we didn't forget anything before we kind of release it. But I definitely want it to look a certain way to where it's like real concise pictures, description, checklist of what it does function. But I want to have a format to where everybody can copy a specific format and then just fill in the blank kind of thing, to where it's not, because some people like to write novels, some people like to write 2 sentences. So I want to have kind of a fill in the blank thing, like function, specific role, gameplay type, all that stuff. I want to have a laid out format of that. So I think a form. Yeah, a form. There you go. So we'll see. Maybe there's somebody here that knows how to make forms. Somebody with administrative abilities that can make a form. Not me. I can't make a form. So
Doesn't need to be spelled correctly.
it does. It needs all that. It needs all that. But honestly, just so somebody could fill it in, send it, and then I could just copy and paste it into Discord. And then it's just easy to post stuff and repost it and stuff. So.
I'm with Boss Man. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Oh boy. Guys, also, tentatively next month, I thought I was leaving on the 5th. Apparently I'm not leaving till the 8th or 9th, but I will be leaving potentially to go up to the States to take Pent out of the college. And I don't think I would be back here until I think the 25th. I'm not sure, but I will likely still be streaming. I just don't know in what capacity. Like I don't know if it's going to depend on hotel Wi-Fi or if I'll get like a 1 month prepaid plan or something. I don't know. I don't know what options I have. I've got to look into that. But I definitely still want to be streaming. I just don't know how that's going to go. It might end up being like a vlog thing. It might end up being just like a build series on my old laptop that Pentetta is using. I don't know. But I definitely want to be here in some faculty. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But just stay tuned for that. I'll have more details towards the beginning of the month. Now, what does that mean for Season 3? Absolutely nothing. Season 3 is Season 3, regardless of my content, regardless of any one person's content. It could mean that my personal Let's Play with Jay and Donk and Obsidian might be delayed. It might, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens closer to it. As far as Season 3, details about when Anvil Season 3 is going to start is contingent on the testing, the planning, hot fixes. We don't want to launch Season 3 without all the things checked, everything good to go. When it pertains to the mod itself, when it pertains to the server, when it pertains to the content, everybody else, a good time that we can start to where people get time to play in the beginning, all that stuff needs to come into play. So we'll get our ducks in a row and we'll have a announcement. And frankly, I want to do a stream, just to kind of like a pre-stream of Season 3, where we get together and we just discuss things. And, even if it's just, content-wise, like, hey, what's in the server? What options do we have? Like maybe a presentation of some of the exclusive Anvil content we have, things like that. So we'll talk about it more, and I'll have an announcement for a special stream that we'll be doing. But I do want to do that before, obviously before the season starts. So stay tuned for that. Big shout out to Filbert Farmer, JTK Gaming, Donk. Thanks guys for being here. This was great. We got some great builds certified today.
Anytime. Thanks for having us.
Fun as always.
Always.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the support, all the gift subs, and I will catch you guys either tonight or tomorrow. Later. Stay tuned for a raid. Whoa, at the tail end, Dragon PC popping off. Dude, thank you, sir. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Straight to little XCal. Laptop hype. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing good.